There was a young man and a young woman who loved each other very much. They always went together to public parks to take refuge from the fatigue of exhausting work in the photography studio. They lived love in its most beautiful forms and in its happiest moments, and no one could separate them from each other. They always took photographs of each other to preserve the memories of this love and its moments. One day, the young man went to the studio to develop some pictures. When he finished developing them and before leaving the shop, he arranged everything and put it in its place, including papers and chemicals for developing. The girl was not with him because she had an appointment with her mother. The next day, the girl came to do her work in the studio early in the morning and began developing the pictures. But yesterday her lover made a mistake in putting the chemical acid in an unsafe place, and something unexpected happened. While the girl was working, she raised her head to get some chemical acid, and suddenly the acid fell on her eye and forehead. Everyone in the store rushed to her and saw her in critical condition, and quickly took her to the hospital and informed her lover. When the young man learned of this, he knew that the chemical acid that was spilled on her was the most powerful acid, so he knew that she would lose her sight. He left her and tore up all the pictures that reminded him of her and left the store. His friends did not know the secret of this harsh treatment of her. The friends went to the girl in the hospital to check on her, and found her in the best condition. Nothing had happened to her eyes and her forehead had undergone plastic surgery. The girl returned as she was, distinguished by her charming beauty, so she left the hospital and went to the store and looked at him with tears pouring from her eyes. When she discovered the disloyalty of the young man she loved who left her when she was in her most difficult state. She tried to look for him, but she did not find him in his house, and she knew one of the places he always frequented. She went there and found him sitting on a chair in a garden full of trees. She approached him from behind and he did not know, and she was looking at him with regret because he left her when she was in her ordeal. The girl wanted to talk to him, so she stood right in front of him while crying. And the strange thing was that he did not care about her, and did not even look at her, as he did not see her because he was blind. The girl discovered this after the young man got up, leaning on a cane, stepping over it for fear of falling. When the acid spilled on the girl's eyes, he went to the hospital and asked the doctor about her condition. He told him that she would not be able to see and would become blind. He donated his eyes to her, as he preferred to be the blind one and not her. They underwent surgery and the operation was successful. After that, her friend moved away from her so that she could live her life with another young man who could make her happy, as he was now blind and would not benefit her at all. When she knew this, she fell to the ground seeing him blind, and she was crying bitterly without stopping. The young man walked in front of her, not knowing who the crying girl was.